Dear students, now I'll explain the last program of part A of your lab cycle. So that is multiple inheritance program. So I'm creating a class file with the name multiple inheritance. Then I'll click OK. Okay. Next, I'll open the file. I'll clear the screen for editing. So let us see the name of the program that we are going to write in this session. So that is a Java program to implement multiple inheritance using interfaces, which calculates the area of a rectangle and triangle. Okay. So for that, I'll just comment this program name by writing double slash. In the next line, I'll create a class with the file name that I have created. That is multiple inheritance. Okay. Next, after creating a class, I have to include the main section of the program. That is public static void main, then string args. Okay. Next, within this main section, I'm going to create an object of a class that we will see it later. Okay. So now what we have to do, we have to implement the concept of multiple inheritance by using interfaces, right? So have to create an interface. So we have learned how to create an interface in Java. We use the keyword interface. Okay. Then after writing interface, then I'll write area. We need to calculate the area of rectangle and area of a triangle, isn't it? So I'll write area of triangle. So by writing area triangle, next line. So we have studied that the interface is very similar to class, but the interface contains only the abstract method, isn't it? So I'll create an abstract method which calculates the area of a triangle by writing area compute triangle. This is the name of the method. And this method is going to accept two parameters to calculate the area of a triangle, that is height into base. We need height value and the base value. So for that, I'll create two parameters, double height, comma, double base. Okay. So only you have to create a abstract method here. Next, you have to create one more interface. So that calculates the area of a rectangle. So I'll write area rectangle. Next, within this interface, I'll write double compute rectangle. Okay, compute rect. And this also accepts two parameter. One is the length of the rectangle and the other parameter will be the breadth of the rectangle. So I'll write double L, comma, double B breadth. Okay. Next, I close the interface. And now I'm going to create one more class which is going to implement these two interfaces. Okay. So I'll write class. The name of the class is uh, result. I'll create a class with the name result. And this is going to implements uh, what are the two interfaces, that is area rectangle and area triangle. So you can implement two or more interfaces within a class. If you are implementing two or more interfaces, you have to separate those interface name by comma operator. Okay. Next, I'll open the parenthesis. And within this, I have to provide a code for both the methods of these two interfaces. So I'll create a body for this method, that is area of rectangle public double compute triangle. So instead of semicolon, I'll open the bracket. Within this, I'll compute the area of a triangle. So how? I'll write uh, written written what is the area of a triangle? It is x, that is height into base divided by 2. So that is h into base divided by 2. Okay, this is how we can compute the area of a triangle. And next we have to provide the body for uh, the rectangle method, right? So for that I'll copy this and I'll paste it here by writing public. Then I'll remove this semicolon. I'll open the flower bracket. Within this, I'll write written. What is the formula to calculate the area of rectangle? It is length into breadth. So I'll write L into B. Okay. So now to execute this class, to execute the methods, these two interface methods, I have to create an object of result class. So I'll go to this main section of the program. So within this main method, I'll create an object of result class by writing result space object. I'll write R equals to new result. Then through this R, I'm going to call this compute try method and compute rectangle method. Okay. So I'll write system dot out dot println the a area of a rectangle is what plus you just call the method by writing r dot compute rect. Okay, so when this method is called, the control will be transferred uh, to this section, and it will compute the area of a rectangle by multiplying length and breadth value, and it will return that value, and that value will be printed in this printf statement. Similarly, compute the area of a triangle by calling the compute try method. Okay, so now compile the program. Okay, so here I have to pass two parameters to this compute rectangle and compute triangle. That is the value of the height and base value in case of triangle, and value of length and breadth values in case of rectangle. So here compute rectangle have to pass two parameters, double that is the length value. So I have to pass the length value. I'll give it as 3.5, and then the breadth value is 5.0. Okay. Similarly, I have to pass two values here to compute the triangle. So here I'll give 4.3 comma 6 2.5. Okay. So now I'll compile the program. There is no syntax errors in this program. I'll just close it. And now I'll execute the program. Yes. See, the area of rectangle is computed and the area of triangle is computed. And you can manually verify whether the output is correct or not. Okay, so there is some spelling mistakes that I'm going to correct it now. Area of a rectangle is, I'll give space here, triangle is, again I'll give space here. So instead of giving a constant values here, you can read the values from the user and you can compute the result. As usual, you can use the scanner class object for this. So I'm doing that right now. So I'll create a scanner class object. Input equals to new scanner system.in. Okay. Next, you have to import a method for using the scanner class. What is that? Import java.lang.scanner, or you can write, instead of scanner you can write star. So this when you write star, all the language package classes methods will be imported to your current file. Okay, so now next I'll create an object called int uh, double height comma breadth. Okay, double height value, which is equals to input dot next int. So similarly, double breadth equals to input dot next int. Okay, so these two parameters have to pass it. So I'll replace this constant value by h and b. Okay, so next, similarly for the triangle also you can read the values. So for triangle you have to pass the height value and the breadth value, sorry, height value and the base value. For the rectangle, it is L, length and breadth. So I'll replace this by L. So height and breadth value. Scanner. This is next. You have to replace this value by h comma p. Getting an error message for using that object. Sorry, this scanner is a part of util package. So I have to write util, not lang. Here, this should be L value. So for this, I'll write base itself better. BAC. So now there is no syntax errors. We will execute the program now. See, we have got the output. That is, I'll clear the window, then I'll read the values. 2, 2, area of rectangle, 4, 5, area of a triangle. So I'll include a prompt statement. Sorry. So in the program, I'll include a prompt statement asking the user to enter the values of length and breadth for the rectangle and height and base values for the triangle. Okay. So system dot out dot println enter the values of length and breadth of a rectangle. So similarly, I have to prompt the user to enter the height and base values for a triangle. So I'll copy the statement and I'll place it here. Enter the values of height and base of a triangle. Okay, now I'll compile the program. We will execute the program. Okay, so now I'll enter the length and the breadth value. So it is 4 and 5. 4 5s are 20. So you have got the area of rectangle as 20. Now for the triangle, I'll write 2 and 4. Okay, 2 4s are 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So you have got the correct output. So this is how you can implement multiple inheritance in Java with the help of interfaces. See, so this is a class. This look at the syntax. This syntax resembles this class extending or inheriting the features of these two classes, that is area of rectangle and area of a triangle. But here in Java you cannot directly implement multiple inheritance concept, hence we are taking the help of interfaces, and with the help of interfaces we are implementing the concept of multiple inheritance. Okay, see here, this is two interfaces, and these two interfaces are implemented by this class result. Okay, so that's about this program, and this completes part A of your lab cycle. And in the next session we will move on to the part B programs. Okay, thank you.